There we go. Just tip that back a little bit. So hi everyone, welcome to a live. Hopefully this will be, well, it will be. It'll be uploaded later as a video, so you'll be able to take a look. So just a bit of a backstory. Yesterday, I was looking through TikTok. Now, my other channel, I walk around and I film things, country walks, that type of thing. It was something that started about 15, 16 months ago. I was massively overweight and drinking heavy, and I stopped drinking and went for a walk. And because I'm a creator on YouTube, not so much TikTok, I can't really get on with it. You can't talk about anything before they ban you. So obviously it was I'd never been really into exercise. So what I thought was, why not start a walking channel? So that's what I did. So going on 15 months, 670 subscribers on there. Fair views, not masses of views. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Last one was 200 and something. I don't know how that managed to just tickle everybody's interest. But I've always been a bit of a collector of stuff. So whatever rabbit hole I fall down, I just decide to do it to the max. So it started off with the Osmo Pocket 3. That's the camera. Later on last year, or middle of last year, I found out that they're not waterproof because I went out walking and it's basically flooded the camera. And turns out, hello Graham, how you doing, buddy? Graham, spelt correctly. You can have one of them, mate. I started going live on this one because this one's got more chance of getting monetized, if I'm really honest, mate. The other one, I can't keep the watch time hours up with the type of content that I do. Yeah, it's good, yeah. Doing all right? So I've just been buying something, so I decided I'd go live on it, and then it uploads as a video. Stazin Mingu. How you doing? Nice to see you. So I've gone live in the vertical because obviously the more people watch it, because it gets shared out into the shorts feed. So you've got more chance of getting people to come in and watch it. If you go live in the horizontal feed, most of it goes through to subscribers. And if they're not feeling very watchy that day, you don't seem to get a lot of people watching. How you doing? Are you all right? Nice to see you. So what I did, I got. Then the next thing I bought was the Osmo Action 4, and that is a perfectly good camera on a really bright day, but not particularly amazing on a dull day. You struggle to actually get the light out of it. So then I got the Christmas time. My wife says, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "I want the Action 5 Pro from DJI." So that was camera number 3. So in between that, I bought the Osmo 360 cam, and basically I bought it and I went out with it and had a bit of a go with it. And I thought, well, I'd paid a lot of money for it. I thought, well, this isn't really for me. So I then got rid of it, sent it back to Amazon. CO 2 was so cool. Which one? That one. Very cool, but very sad. George Must9. Jenny England, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Is that your full name? Have you got the surname England? Boomacker. How are you? With all your emojis. If you put your real name in, I can say hello to you if you want to. If you fancy hanging about, if you're interested in anything I tell you, you can subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, fair enough. Got enough on here, really. Not like the other one, but like, please subscribe, please subscribe. This one's got like 6,000 or something, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Cool, man. Yeah, well, it's a brief story before I get back onto the other one. My daughter's got stage 4 cancer. She started off with breast cancer, and I had a name tattooed on those fingers with the ribbon. And when I found out she was stage 4, the first word I said was the word fuck, so I had it tattooed on those fingers. And at the time, I was drinking a lot, and obviously, mental health state when you've got a terminally ill kid isn't the best. And then you add a load of really strong lager to it, and I was going to have a C word down the inside of that arm, but I'm pleased I didn't go for that one that day. Yeah, exactly. Me. She's still going strong. She's still working. We're 3 years into it now, and she's the brightest person you'll ever wish to meet, with the most positive outlook on life. And if you could stop doing that boo macker, it'd be better. Otherwise, I'll get him to sort you out. Anyway, she's just done a piece. So I don't know what happened there, but it just went off with 31 people in it. Thankfully, it let us come back on again. Hopefully, you can still hear me. Oh dear, what happened there? Who did that? Don't talk about the war. Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, she's just done a piece in the Daily Express. Oh, dare I press that? She was in the Daily Express last week. If you look at YouTube is doing YouTube things. That's the second time it's done that to me. And we're not talking about anything you shouldn't be doing, so you can't think it's that. So whether everybody blamed that when they mentioned 2020 and everybody staying in, it's probably just doing that. I've noticed Bogan did one last night. I was watching the replay on it, and everybody's complaining about his sound. But I think most people who were watching on a phone didn't have any problem with his sound. But people that watched on a computer all said he was quiet. So we turned it up, and when you were listening to it on a phone, it started to hiss a bit because he's got his microphones up loud. But nobody mentioned his sound anymore, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. But say his sound was perfect to me on the phone. They've never been really unreliable for me, to be honest. Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, and then Benny did a stream the other week, and all you could put in the chat was emojis. so they were trying to do a stream which is audience interactive, and all they could put was emojis in there. You didn't know my language? What do you mean you didn't know my language? My language. You're all right. No worries. You're. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, thank you for being there. So if you do fancy staying about, you might as well. But we're not begging for subscribers on this one. We seem to have plenty of them. And when you flick go live on this one, there's loads of people coming in. We had 258 the other night in a very short space of time. So, and you never seem to run out of them. Oh, good. Good to listen, but not understanding. We can type English. You should be able to listen to it. I don't think my accent's regional, is it? I'll try and talk really slow, and we'll see if we get on any better. When I first started, I used to go in Google Hangouts, and I used to be talking to American people, and they were like, "We just can't understand what you're saying." And I actually learned to slow myself down. Hey, John, how you doing, mate? How's the prison? Hope you get out soon. Anything on the horizon? Hey, look who's here. There's the top don, all the way from America. Hello, Bill. How you doing, mate? I haven't spoke to you for absolutely ages, and we need to get something organised. You need to come on and do a show with me, or something, or even meet up in a Zoom room. I don't know if Graham spelled incorrectly has decided to go back to Facebook yet. I'm from India, Ladakh region. I've not been to India. It looks a very, very interesting place. I would. I'd like to go to the quiet part of it, if possible, because I don't think I could stand the hustle and bustle in the big cities. But it'd be an interesting place. That obviously we have a large affection to the Indian community in the UK. Graham too busy being a goth or something. He's, you know what Graham's like. He's a little sensitive. He's the sort of one that you need to put in your pocket every now and again, just to what he really needs, Graham, is spelt incorrectly. Is a it needs to be a kangaroo. He needs to be in somebody's pouch for a while. Hope you get out soon for good behaviour. You know what to do, don't you? Pop across to Cali, jump on a boat. Yeah, he's one of those people. He just, if you stroke his hair in the morning and sort of do that with his cheek, and give him a little hug and make him a cup of tea and that, I'm sure he'll be fine. But he just gets, I don't know whether it's the goth thing where he sort of thinks that the world's after him, or gets his tinfoil hat on or whatever. I don't know. He sent me a video the other day abusing me. Him and Anki, they were out for their, I think they were just going down to the Rainbow Bar, because Anki had been over to stay for a while. So they'd just gone over to the Rainbow Bar for their cocktails with a straw and an umbrella in. And they thought they'd send me a message abusing me, a video message. So I just sent one back saying, "What's this? The day trip from the old folks home? Never heard of more." So that's it. They're only jealous because I look a lot younger than them. Oh, you're all right. More than welcome. That was, well, indirectly. I think sometimes when people win, not everybody's got a load of money in the bank, and I just thought it'd be a nice gesture just to pay for the postage, so they didn't have to pay for anything. Everybody loves a present every now and again, don't they? Yeah, I just said to him, I said, "Oh, that must be absolutely adorable, going out from the old folks' home on your walk." But I think they were off down to the Rainbow Bar to get drunk on Campari and champagne, like they normally do, that type. Sometimes you say, I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall, when they get home, but I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall when they get home, to be really honest. I need to send you that ticket, John. Are you going to that thing? I need to send you. I've got a while to do it for you yet, but I need to send you it if you're going. That would have been no treat for you though if you're staying in the hotel, will it? I don't know. I was obsessed with cutting off my toes as a kid, so I did. That would be rough. That would be quite painful as well, I would have thought. Is there a joke coming? Is there a D's nuts joke coming in? Logan Langor? I went live the other night and there was some young people came in. I'm not sure how old they was. And one of them did the usual thing, fuck you and all this sort of thing. And I just, in the end, we were having a right good chat. They seemed to be really nice people. "Sir, you are so rich, then my financial condition was really bad because in Ladcar, most of the people just depends on tourists." All right. Yeah, I'm not rich. Not rich in any way, shape or form. I've probably got more money than people from your local area, but the thing is with here, you've got to stick another note on the end when you start to spend it. So we're probably about the same sort of well off. Sounds legit, Logan. Yeah. Spartacus 555. I am Spartacus. You want to go to Expo, yeah, but it'd be a bit weird. What you need to do is you could do with staying at somebody's house. That'd be a treat for you, isn't it? Rather than staying in a hotel. Yeah, I'll send you a ticket if you want one. Give me a shout. Amazing what people will type on the internet. Anyway, let's go on to this. So I went on TikTok and they were showing these. Everybody's showing these because what you do is you've got to go because they're all getting commission off TikTok Shop. So then they give you all this spiel with a really crap microphone shouting from the other side of the room. And what I normally do is I'll see if I can find it from Amazon. So I went straight onto Amazon and found out it was £2 cheaper on Amazon. And I ordered it yesterday at 2:00 in the afternoon, and at 5:00 it was here. They just brought it from the depot. So what it is a smallRig. Obviously, it's a tripod, but you can use it as a carrying handle for your cameras. And I'm just going to show you it now. I've got to be honest, I've actually had it out of the box. I just do. I think Graham wants to have a word with you, Jamie. Or Bill. Bye, Felicia. So I'll show you what it is. Now, the nearest thing I can find to this, if you actually take a look at this, you can see what they're doing. They basically roundabout copied the DJI carrying handle. And the only difference with this and the DJI carrying handle is that this turns into a tripod. And the DJI one has got some sort of mechanics in there. But I don't think you can actually move the camera around with it or anything like that. It's just to basically like a selfie stick. So it's got buttons on there so you can start the recording and stuff like that. But you can do that on these microphones anyway if they're connected up through the audio. So that's a bit of a pointless thing. And they're 80 quid, those DJI handles, which look exactly the same as that. I can't do a screen share on it to show you what I mean. I could actually show you a picture on here, but it will be backwards. Let me just show you. Hopefully it'll not do that. See if it comes up. There we go. So it's the Osmo Action multifunctional charging handle. The compatibility is Osmo Action 5 Pro and Osmo Action 4. So basically that's what it is. So if you look at this from there, and then look at that from there, and I don't know if you can see the price, that's 85 quid. So basically all that is a walk around battery. And then you've got to plug it into the side of your camera, which means taking the door panel off to do it. So 85 quid for that. This was 18. I'm going to do a proper thing on it and put it in my Amazon store. Good thing is with this, it turns into that. And you pull that up there like that. There's some more expensive versions of this, which have actually got things on it so you can make sure this is completely straight. But if you undo it enough, it'll swing into its own position, and then you just tighten it up with that thing there. There's a cold shoe mount on the side, so if you're one of these influencer types, you can... that's not straight anyway. There we go. I think that might be. So there's a cold shoe mount on the side, so if you need some light, so if you were going to do the Blair Witch Project and walk through a wood in the middle of the night, you could click it on the side and light yourself up as you're walking about, or use it as a torch. That's free spinning there. Oh dear. I don't know what's going on here. I think YouTube's got a few problems. Let me just do that again, because otherwise the messages are all... Oh, it's done its same. That's the second time it's done it. It's not good. It's not really going to do me review thing any good, is it? Anyway, what I was thinking was I'll buy one of those camera mounts that you get for action cameras, and I'll stick it on the top of it, and I'll fasten my action camera. Buffering Mick. Is it buffering? I've got a really massively fast connection. It's just actually clicking off. That's what it's doing. Anyway, they include one in the box. And you turn it around that way because I think they need to sort themselves out. And then you just tighten that up on there. And just as it's so, now, yeah, but it buffered, and then what it does on my end, it just goes off. It goes off completely, and then you have to come back in. I just happen to have an action camera just laid about, and then you put that on there. I could even show you like that. Always making sure that you don't let the camera fall down. Hang on, I need my own eyes. There we are. And there you go. Move that forward a bit. The good thing about this one, against the DJI one, is this one also extends as well. So if you want to do them fancy walk away shots or walk to shots, you can actually stand it up, and it's a fair size tripod on the bottom. Then you shove that back up, and you've got that. And that's 18 quid. That's all it was. I've actually put the camera on the wrong way around, so we'll just spin it around. You have enough cameras and mics. Now you could do a buffet each. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's the usual thing, isn't it? I stopped buying vape gear, now I buy cameras. The trouble is, there's always another one, isn't there? It's always like, oh, this one's slightly better. I'll get that. Popular influencer, yeah. Yeah, the Amazon store's been doing really well, but this last 2 months it's completely flopped. So, but say, I've done a few bob off it. That's what it is. Proper influencer. The thing is that if I put that in my Amazon store, I would be very, very lucky if I ever got the money back that I spent on it. But if you got some of it back, then you're not doing so bad, are you? I don't show people crap, to be really honest, because there's some of the stuff that is. But the good thing with Amazon is you've got 100% returns, haven't you? But I think that's a pretty professional look, isn't it, really? So that ball thing. It's also got a thing on it, and they all keep going on about this, where you can pull this out there. Oh, they said you can hang it on top of a door. So you've got £200 or £300 worth of camera all on a door on a plastic thing. No, probably not. So the 20. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the other thing is, it's got that on it, so you can actually clip that on your belt upside down. Saves putting it back if you haven't got a bag, or if you did have a bag on and you wanted to keep it handy, you just clip that either side of the belt, and then your camera's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I've got one for every job. One of the biggest surprises was when I walked out one day with that Osmo Pocket 3 at a lot of money, and it steamed up inside, and I found out they're actually not waterproof, and that's where I could have actually lost that one. So that's when I went and bought the action camera, and then I say my wife was stuck for something to buy me for Christmas, and I thought, well, I'll get one of them. I'm about done with cameras now. I've got that and 2 drones as well. So I'm certainly not buying any more drones. Hello, Meggie C4D. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. So that's probably ruined that video because it's going to come up in about 15 different bits, I would have thought now. So I'll save the box and do a proper unboxing, I think. I know a cheap drone in a river under a bridge. I wonder where that is. Somebody will find it one day. I can't imagine it being any good now. I think, though, if you can get them out, I mean, probably not now after about 8-9 months, but if you can get them out straight away, if you drop them in the sea, they tell you to wash them out with clean water. And then, because there's nothing in there to actually rot, you wash them out with clean water and then squirt them out with isopropylene alcohol. And more often than not, you'll be able to save them. But it'd probably ruin the memory card, I would have thought. That was probably one of the most disappointing days of my life, really. I said, I was going to fly my drone, and I came back. My wife said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I've just dropped it in the river." She went, "Oh no!" She said, "I feel so sorry for you." So if you want one of them, I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in that. If you're a budding photographer or videographer, or you like to, even you can go live as well. Obviously, I've got a thing here. Well, I've got my phone stood on, and you could put that on the top of there, and then make it higher or lower if you're doing live streams as well, so you can keep your double chin like that. There you go. Dubai influencer. Hello. But that's that. Anyway, I'm going to have to go because I've just worked out what time it is. It's pretty after 3 o'clock, and I need to go make some money to buy some more shit next week. That was a sad day. So the only thing is with that, it is quite sharp, and I don't think I'm ever going to put a light on. You never know, do you really? Last week was exciting. I went to do a video around a private lake, and now I'm not allowed to be there anymore. He said, "I'd rather you didn't do that." All right, bye. Thanks very much. I've just finished it. So we're not going there anymore. That's the end of that. Oh, it said you can apply for permission. Oh, yeah, but there's no point in even writing the email, is there? Completely wasting your time. There's no, if he didn't want you there that day, he didn't want you back another day, he just wants you to clear off out the way. Do you have, oh, hang on. Rude boy. All right, mate. So let us know if you're going to the expo and I'll send you a ticket. If you're doing it, I'm still going to go. I've got the hotel booked. I've booked it for 3 nights. I've got one of the posh rooms out the way you've drunked. Right in the corner of the building, so nobody can bother me on the way past. Right, got to go. Catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll put a link in the description if anybody's interested in that. And then if you're not interested, it doesn't matter. But if you are, it might be nice. Catch you all soon.